Zzz. All right, so last we left off, our group of adventurers was attending a festival at Ardwall, played some games, participated in an arena, earned themselves the title of champion within the city, and then all but one attempted a murder on a half-orc, failed, was charged with his murder when he died the next day during a calamitous event that killed hundreds of people, and have now been working their way through servitude. You guys have, in the past 5 days, managed to solve a few of the mysteries, have uncovered underground areas within the sewers that the guards have not managed until this point, and have shut down, hopefully, part of the underground via the takedown of John Higgsley and his group, as well as the self-proposed Lord Gregorius, the only quasi-noble of this city, self-proclaimed. Currently, you guys were given an appointment by Gale to go to the... there is a specific shop that used to exist that one day just simply vanished. The notes that you guys managed to uncover from Lord Gregorius, as well as the torture done on John Higgsley, revealed that underneath this location is most probably the location of their, their underground facilities. And when we left off, you guys had just finished breakfast. Gale had just given you this news. And you guys were getting ready to head out. So you have Ceruleus with you as well. And you guys, if there's anything you want to grab before you get going, that would be the time. As a note...
Those of the barrel I bought?
You wanted to...
Like, am I able to just, like, put in the barracks?
I
you can leave the barrels in the barracks.
I have a feeling we just left the barrels in the alley.
I was going to say, I don't think you guys brought them back.
I didn't bring mine back.
They were slightly expensive, but not too much out of your pocket.
They were definitely
to be
heavy.
Honest. Yeah, 75 pounds heavy. Or something.
70.
Yeah, they're big old barrels. Made of wood and reinforced with iron, more than likely. And of course, stoppered with resin, so it's not to leak. But yeah, you could definitely leave the barrels behind if you haven't already.
I did.
As a note, Valeria, one of the guards approaches you with that and gave you that key ring.
Oh yeah.
I think Gale actually brought it to you. That was part of the end of last session.
I need to add one key ring. One ring of many keys.
Yeah.
One key of many rings.
He believes it will be helpful for where you guys are heading to open some doors. And you also have another reason for wanting it.
Yes, I do.
Also, before we forget, make sure that you guys have finished resetting all of your health and stuff, because you did just finish a long rest.
Thank you. Lufir, I believe you have a point of exhaustion because you transformed last night. Yes.
You do.
Where do I put that in at?
There should be a spot on your sheet for exhaustion.
Is there?
I had you turn it on. Well, it's not on anymore. Let me turn it back on again.
Yeah, I didn't see it, so.
Okay, so if you guys want to turn on your exhaustion thing, you'll go into your character sheet, and on the far right side where core bio and spells is, you go to the gear. On the right side top box, where all of those little check boxes are, there is a there should be an exhaustion tracking down at the bottom of it, and you'll just turn that on. Most of you don't need to worry about this, but Lufir keeps failing wisdom saves, so
Loser.
Leave me alone.
so he keeps not sleeping during the night.
Well, it's better for him to fail a wisdom save while he's asleep
And eat a
than while we're
pillow.
in the middle of combo.
Oh, no, no.
My mouth is dry.
Cotton out.
I think my brain is dumb today.
Today?
Chris has a point. Anyway,
Yeah.
is there anything that you guys want to do before you get heading out?
Nope. I am good.
Party like it's 1999?
That's actually a lot before
Physically impossible
1999.
because that's 900 years in the future.
We got a
100
little...
years in the past.
Also, in knowledge section is now this.
Oh, yay!
The top will always have the current day. I'll try to update it when I remember. So basically, whenever a long rest occurs, I'll try to update it.
Okay.
So, still relatively early in the morning. You guys finish your breakfast at the barracks, and with Cerilius perched upon somebody's shoulder as probably in Spider again, you guys make your way off into the city.
Dun, dun.
Following Cerilius, it's not at all difficult to find the location of this building, and in fact, a few of you probably would have noticed it originally and just believed it to have been an empty lot. But as you arrive in the kind of, mercantile section of the city, there is this large open plot just off the road. And it has there's no flooring or anything, it's just open dirt. And when you guys arrive, Cerilius kind of chimes in. Yeah, so we don't know why, but this whole building and the people in it disappeared about a month ago.
A whole building.
Yeah, this place, there used to be a druid who ran this place who specialized in plane shifting and tree striding, so he was kind of like a transport.
Oh.
And yeah, he whole place just literally disappeared in a whole day.
So it was probably him.
Taking an entire building is supposed to be impossible.
Hmm.
Well, clearly it's supposed to be is wrong.
You can make an investigation check if you want to, Lorelei.
Oh no, there's a reason for this.
I'm investigating my grounds.
Da-da-da.
Okay, so you start making your way around. It seems like most of this area has just been flattened. You do notice there are stray bits of like rubble. There's like a brick that's kind of smashed into the ground in a couple different places. There are signs of
Struggle.
No, there are signs of, construction, but it doesn't look like anything's currently being built. It just looks like there used to be a building. There is a, like a small grate that leads, as if you kind of get close to it and just smell it, it leads to the sewer.
What?
There goes my question.
It's a poop hole.
I was gonna do a smell check.
And you also notice that there's definite signs that in the very center of this plot of land, there used to be some kind of large tree, as there's like this network of just empty root paths that are kind of collapsed and filled in, but you managed to make out where some of them used to be.
Is this information known?
If you mentioned it to the party, Cerilius would be like, yeah, I just told you he specialized in plane shifting and tree striding, so he used the tree
Okay.
for transport.
Well, to be a smartass, my response is, well, sure as hell didn't get up and walk away. Like I'm going to. And I just straddle away.
Anyway,
Straddle.
I guess we're supposed to be looking around here for wherever the hell their base is.
Can I? Oh, I
Can
don't know
I-
if I'm doing this or not. Can I pick up some of the dirt and see if I can get a scent off of it?
Like a search dog? Sure.
I guess. Would that be a
It's not like
perception check then?
No, this would be a survival check.
Ah,
Can you survive the check?
probably not.
I can't.
You pick up some dirt and find a scent. You want to follow the scent?
I want to try to, yes.
Great. You start following the scent and end up going after Lorelei as she's walking away.
God, you stink. You smell like dirt.
You smell like dirt.
Oh,
You smell like dirt and shame.
there's definitely a hint of shame.
Shameful.
Alright, people.
You guys can
Let's poke
you-
around.
you guys can start investigating the surrounding buildings. You can go into the sewer. What do you want to do?
I say we go into the sewer.
Considering that's where most of their stuff has been thus far, that's a pretty smart idea.
Into the goddamn
buildings-
sewer again.
The buildings
Great.
sound great, but let's not.
At least
Just
we've
go-
adapted to the smell.
He calls me, says I stink, and yet he loves jumping in sewers. Way to go,
Yes.
chef!
You guys have to go off a ways to find the nearest sewer entrance. So make your way down to the sewer.
Making my way down
You're
to...
a little ways away, like a couple of blocks from where the missing building is. You enter into the sewer. There's, it's a sprawling sewer system. Where you want to go?
Well, I'm not sniffing around in here.
I mean, that didn't stop you last
Oh, why
session.
not?
You and
fuck
the
it.
squirrel.
Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna sniff.
Okay, make a perception check. What are you sniffing for?
I was about to say.
Signs of people, like not just poop, but actual like.
Alive
living-
people.
Yeah.
I will
That's
say
in-
it is impossible for you to attempt to sniff out for people when you are surrounded by people.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Can I? This is a weird one, Nate.
Hmm.
The person we're looking for.
You don't
Was-
know who you're looking for anymore because you guys
No.
have arrested all of your prime suspects.
Well,
The
what we're talking about.
the only name that you know is hold on, let me grab his name real quick. His name is Beldasamet.
And he was proficient with plane stuff and tree sighting, right?
Oh, you're talking about the shop owner? You guys don't know him. You don't have his
No.
name. You don't know any of his information because you haven't asked.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna do a general sniff and see if there's anything out of place more than
I
a
mean,
sewer.
Okay, go ahead. You get your advantage because your wolf senses.
Don't I get disadvantage because of exhaustion?
Yeah,
So just
so
do
it's
a
a
normal
straight
roll,
roll.
then.
Another 15.
Woo!
You smell Lorelei again.
I mean, you do pick up the scent of your party members. definitely smell the sewer.
It's a bit nutty.
Around where you guys are, you would probably not pick up too many scents that are out of place in a sewer. Probably pick up some scent of a bakery, because that's like only half a block from where you are.
I don't want to be smelling brownies in the sewer.
Well, it's a good thing you're smelling cookies.
Alright, people.
It smells like rancid chocolate chip.
That's not chocolate.
Those aren't raisins.
Where do you think we should be going? Valeria?
Why are you asking me? You have the nose.
My nose is not working right now. I smell poop. And the salt.
Have you been cleaning yourself again?
No, I'm stuck on a lower line.
Lorelei just
You guys have bathed every day, by the way. Like it's not like anybody's skipping out on bath time after going into the sewers.
You know how dogs clean themselves? That's what I was referencing.
So Lorelei just starts walking. Which direction are you going?
Where all the stuff is put out on the apartment door. By the door to the left, to the left, to the left. Come on.
We're a sewer man.
Okay, so you guys are just kind of standing around. Lorelei
Just
takes a
going to the
left
left,
and
to the left,
starts
to the left.
walking.
I guess we're going with the dumb one. I follow Lorelei.
You do realize that Lorelei just kind of zones out at random and just starts walking, right?
But we don't split the party.
Okay, how long do you guys want to just keep walking for?
I'm going to reach out and grab Lorelei by like the shirt, just the back, like just like a pinch, like barely touch her. I think we should turn back and go to where we came in. And
I
look around.
just wanted. As soon as he. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Okay,
Hello?
yeah, sorry. My headset just like disconnected. I just want to point out the moment he touched me, I screamed.
Okay, so Lorelei was so unaware of what's happening that you putting a hand on her shoulder made her freak out.
Ooh, I am the poop monster.
Yeah, you are a monster of something.
This is not wrong. He is, technically speaking, a half part monster.
But I am a good monster.
You're a good noodle.
He's a good
Well, he's
meatball.
kept well trained.
Okay, so you guys went walking in the direction Lorelei went for like a few minutes. Somebody make a perception check.
All right.
Yeah, someone make a persuasion check.
First come, first used. Great, Abyss got in there first. So as you guys are just walking along, Abyss is keeping an eye out. Not much catches your attention.
I can't use my slipper.
So you guys have walked for, a few minutes in a direction. Now what?
I'll do perception as well, if allowed.
Sure, are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just looking around?
Things that aren't supposed to, like, I don't want to say things out of the normal because it's a sewer, but
I mean, there are definitely things out of the normal in a sewer.
kind of things just would be something we would look for, would be investigating. That kind of
you're
department.
looking for doors, marks
Yeah.
on the walls.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
You can make
Yeah,
a
if you want
perception check, or you can
Okay.
make an investigation.
I'll do perception. It's gonna be a straight roll, right?
Yeah, because
Or
you
is
don't
this
you don't
more?
have advantage with your eyes, do you?
No, just my nose.
Then yeah,
Would that be a disadvantage then?
you're exhausted. Yes, thank you.
Chris, just shut the hell up.
Oh, no, because it'll make me
He
go back
wants
and
to
redo
do it fair.
I mean, still. You don't really notice anything out of the ordinary where you guys are. You also know that you walked in the opposite direction of the building that you were supposed to be investigating.
Everyone, we're turning back now. We're going to go look the opposite way.
All right.
Great. So
It's gonna be a
you
long
guys
night.
start heading in the opposite direction. Eventually you get to a part where you go from kind of this... You guys aren't in what I would call a narrow part of the sewer. It's still like 20 feet side to side, so it's large. But you enter into the main thoroughfare of the sewer, which is this very large, like 35 feet from one side to the other part of the sewer, and it goes all the way from the eastern side of town to the western side of town.
That's a big sewer.
And there's also like moving water, where most of the sewer is just kind of like slow trickle. This part is it's not particularly fast, but you see that the water is being moved. Stuff's, doing its job and getting the hell out of here.
Look at that
So
dog.
the smell is noticeably not as bad.
Oh, good.
And I mean, it goes all the way from, like I said, the eastern side of town to the western side of town. So it's, you can see for quite a while. Those of you with decent vision may just barely make stuff out because there's light coming in from grates from the city.
I'll do a smell
I
check.
think most of us have dark vision.
Well, yeah, but dark vision only goes for a certain number of feet.
Fair.
So without the
I'm like-
light coming in through the grates, you guys wouldn't see shit.
I'm gonna do a sniff.
Because there's no torches down here.
Do the sniff.
Okay, straight roll. You do
16.
smell. You still smell species because your nose is good enough.
Yeah.
You do smell a little bit of kind of like, it's like an acrid water. Like it smells like a very base water,
Yeah.
meaning that it smells like, in the real world, it smells like soap water,
Yeah.
but unscented soap water. So it's got that very like basic to it.
Would I know if it's the water that's running near us or if it's something different?
It definitely seems like it's the water. There's probably
Okay.
some kind of cleaning agent in this water.
Yeah.
It's just, you notice that it's not lake water. Some
Yeah.
other kind of water is being run through here. They seem to have a semi-functional actual like sewer.
Sewer.
Yeah.
It's actually doing a thing.
hmm And now that you've noticed that,
is
you
good.
do also notice that occasionally water pours in from another area. So you'll see that the smaller place you guys just came down, if you were to wait for like 30 minutes to an hour, you might actually see water coming from that direction.
I saw a poop.
Water does run through here to
Yeah.
collect things and bring it to this location. And it's some kind of treatment water. It's not lake water. As far as other scents go, there's not too much to pick up on here. Go ahead and give me another perception. This one will be for your listening. So it's also
You
a
want
flat
that?
roll
Okay.
because you have advantage on that. Okay. Unfortunately, you don't manage to pick up on anything else.
Too much whooshing of water.
I mean, it's not like it's not a rapidly running water.
Now,
The water is like 15 feet wide though, and
It's
it
just
looks
like
like it's
a
a few feet deep.
it's just like a central chamber of the sewer. It's like where there's like 4 different bridgeways going off in different directions.
There's bridges that cross over. There's all sorts of paths leading in different directions. Some of them are the large 20-ish feet hallways that you just came down. Some of them are smaller, 15 feet. Some of them are only 5 feet. This is the main network and of the sewer, and you do see a bunch of different branching paths.
But is there like a main, north, south, west kind
This
of
is
directions?
east-west.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to tell which way is east and which way is west, though.
Okay.
But Cerilius will inform you that this is the main part of the sewer. It runs east to west.
Okie dokie.
the whole stretch of the island.
All right, everybody.
Okay, ducky.
Where shall we
Okey-dokey.
go?
Okay.
One of you one or two of you give me a survival check to try and figure out the direction towards the building you guys are supposed to be heading to.
Womp.
Oh, okay. Abyss did pretty good on that. So once you guys get in, you kind of look around for a little bit, and from the direction that you entered, Abyss turns. This would be right, and you guys walk for about 5 minutes before she just kind of stops.
You okay there, Abyss?
There's a grate right in the center area, and you can see sky above it. She's fairly certain this is where you guys are supposed to be.
Well,
Oh,
what do you
son
think
of
is
a-
up there?
Do I recognize this part of the sewer by chance?
This is not an area of the sewer you guys have been to.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
Positive.
Okay.
Positive.
Only
Well-
reason I was asking because of Chase.
Yeah. You guys are. Most of the areas of the sewers you guys have explored thus far have been on either the edges of the city or in very noticeable districts. You guys are currently in the Mercantile area, which isn't anywhere near anywhere you guys have been currently. Last time you guys were in the sewer in the northeastern section. Before that, you were in the sewers in the north. Yeah, you guys have not been through here.
All
And
right.
how far up is this grate?
Well, it's above the running water in the center, and it's probably like a solid 15 feet up from where you are. And as I said, the running water is like several feet deep. So you can get to it, but you'll have to go into the water and find some way to climb up. But even then, Ceruleus can fly up. He'll tell you that, yeah, you guys are in the right area. That grate appears to be the open lot. So somewhere around here, according to your intelligence, is where the closed doors is.
So, Valeria,
Lucky we're not at my intelligence.
Yes.
you're keen on things like
I
this.
want all of you to make perception checks.
Oh, God. You want to do a flat roll or do a...
This is with your eyes. Well, no, you can do it with your ears if you want to.
Okay.
Why did it roll twice? I clicked it once.
I don't know. I might have accidentally double-clicked. So 12, 15, natural 20 for a 25, and a 13. Cool. That's some fun stuffs. Okay.
What dear wolf I see?
You
Orc.
were doing listen, everybody else was looking around. Lorelei would notice that there are the same strange script scribbled into the walls that you guys used previously to locate the other areas. So Lorelei does manage to notice on the wall there is some thieves' cant. Lufir, just
Gasp.
keeping your ears open, you do hear some movement. You can't tell where it's from, and it's gone as soon as you hear it.
I don't think we're alone down here, guys.
For all you know, it could have been from above.
I don't think, not that I didn't know. It could be a mouse.
But it isn't.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, who saw this thieves' cat?
Lorelei did.
Look.
Oh, whoops. I should be rolling for Amartia. She also notices.
Oh, so me and Amarty are both acknowledged in agreement. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those thieves can't scribbled on the wall.
I can't
read.
read this.
And she cannot. Martia does also notice a little ways from where you guys are, the wall is made of a different material.
Does she tell us this?
Knowing Amartia, yeah.
I can't investigate because my investigation sucks.
You also have disadvantage.
Yeah. I'm gonna go sniff the wall.
I mean, okay.
Smells
So
like cheat.
you head over and sniff at the wall. 17. Cool. Is anybody following him to go
Yeah,
sniff
sure.
the wall?
No, I'm not gonna go sniff the wall. But
Yeah, but he's sniffing the wall.
Oh, Conrad brothers, sniff.
Who's next to me when he sniffs the wall?
Valeria said she was going as well, and I don't imagine anybody else is going to lag too far behind. So
No, I mean, like, who's standing directly next to me when he said he started sniffing the wall?
he is, and Valeria.
Okay. I tap Valeria twice in the shoulder with I elbow Valeria twice, and I point. And he says, I smell like shit all the time. I wonder why when his nose is buried knee deep in poop.
So,
God.
as you lean forward and sniff the wall, I need all of you to roll initiative. As you sniff the wall and suddenly punch, 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 punch.
Oh God! He punched my boot. Yeah, he booted my snoot.
The first one is at advantage. 17 to hit. Just misses.
Booted my snoot.
A 19, a 22, and a 25 after that.
Oh.
You're
Gee.
dead. Good
You
night.
take a combined total of 21 bludgeoning damage as a man dressed in mostly black attire lands next to you from the shadows and just punch, 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 punch.
Oh.
4 punches.
Oh, down to 8 health.
And Martia.
That was some bull.
And
Ahoy, mean.
I'll be honest, Nate. I thought it was a mimic. I was hoping
Listen, I've used a wall mimic on you guys before in the boat.
I know. That's why I was like, as soon as I went there, you're like, roll this. I'm like, oh God, I just got chomped, didn't I?
Okay,
Wait,
so you guys
Nice
all
job.
see as Lufir heads and sniffs the wall, someone just appears next to him, punches him 4 times, and then takes a step back. Valeria.
He didn't appreciate the snoot.
Oh, there he is. Wow, we don't have good cover. How deep is the water?
Like 3 feet.
I can stand in it. It's good.
Yeah, you can stand in the poop water.
You're going to smell it so bad.
Listen, in order to get a shot,
It's also moving water, so it's rough
Fuck.
terrain, and you might have to make a check depending on how fast you move.
I mean, worst
Fucking
case
hell.
scenario, you get carried off. Whee!
5, 10. I shoot.
Scoots.
A 15 does not hit.
And then I disengage. Boop, boop.
You didn't have to disengage. You weren't within their
Ah.
range, but okay.
I think that it's in the habit of saying.
All right, Lorelei.
Lorelei.
I have to cast human word on the dumbass.
Not my fault that the wall punched me in the boot.
Okay, so it's 8 points of healing to leave here.
You're back up to 16.
Am I able to do an attack as well? 'Cause I
That's a
can't
bonus
remember.
action to cast that, so yes, you do have your action.
Okay,
Perfect.
You
I shall
cannot
cast-
cast another spell unless it is a cantrip.
I shall cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay, how do you insult them?
Uh,
And as a reminder, this is a person who's pretty much just dressed in like full ninja garb in the sewer.
goddamn poop ninja.
Okay, wisdom save. I'll start making rolls public now.
The saddest part was I said that in my head.
That is a failure on takes 2 psychic damage.
You just got this, ninja.
I can't
Is the other
believe
thing
you would
affected as
call
well,
me.
mate?
What other thing?
The other thing.
Do the
What?
thing.
The
Oh.
D100 thing.
No,
Okay.
because you were intentionally casting a spell. Rachicha does as Rachicha always does and starts making his way forward. And gets to, I think, there. What's his speed? Oh, speed's 30. So he gets all the way up to here and does nothing. Because he hasn't been giving any orders yet. Abyss,
Yeah.
it is your
Yeah.
turn. This
Where are they?
is the enemy.
That's
This
it.
man
That man.
is the enemy.
That man there.
This man is the enemy of our enemy.
I'm gonna stab him.
Damn.
Stab.
Stabby. That is a miss. You fumble with your rapier and just kind of barely get it out of the sheath and then accidentally clunk the wall and it's your turn. Unless you want to action surge.
No.
Great. It's now their turn.
Protect me.
Kick Squill into water.
They pull out a dagger
Oh.
and they are going to attempt to attack you, Abyss. Both of those hit. I need you to make a constitution save. And you take 18 piercing damage.
Ooh.
That is a success. And then you see they pull something. Or no, hold on. So, with their dagger in one hand, after they stab at you twice, they're going to punch you. The 11 does not hit. That brings us to Lufir.
I'm going to take a step here and then crack it over.
Look at the flick of that whip. 21 hits. For
What the fuck?
8.
And then, I can't ready attack, can I? Oh, I'm gonna take dodge action. Yes.
You used your action to attack.
Okay.
You have a bonus action left, and that's it.
Give me a second. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I might have to do that.
What about?
I'm gonna cast my curse.
Okay. The one that reflects
Curse.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're currently, if he attacks you, the damage gets reflected. That brings us to Amartia, who's going to do what she always does. She's going to take off into the air, fly above the water, and take a shot with her short bow. 17 just hits for 8. And then she'll order Rachicha to give the help action to Valeria.
Okay.
And it's now your turn. You do not get the effects of the help action because Rachicha's turn is after yours.
Okay.
So that'll come into play later.
5, 10. Can I step over Rachicha?
Yeah?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I will stab.
That does not hit. You go to
I
stab towards him and he just kind of deflects it away.
Disengage. 30.
Cool. Lorelei.
Okay, who's injured how severely now? It was
Abyss and Luffy are both quite injured.
Lufir get injured again?
No, he's just still injured.
Well, fuck him.
Gross.
You might like it.
A healing word again.
On me or Abyss?
But this.
Okay, that's 9 healing to
Everybody
Abyss.
gets 1. And let me see, do I have any weapons on me?
Well, let's hope so.
Ooh, I have a dagger. How close is this target?
Within
Right
walking
here.
distance.
Wait, so it's this one?
No, that would be Amartia. The only one that doesn't
Oh,
have the same outline as everyone else.
Well, I'm going to
Die.
charge at him.
Okay.
15.
I'm going to die.
Hold on. Let me see what I can do.
That is a bonus action, and you've already used your bonus
Okay.
action.
Then I scream, "La lie!" and I charge at him with my dagger.
Okay. Bip,
Hey,
bip.
stab.
Stab. 21 definitely hits.
Mine,
4 or
stab.
5 damage.
Yep.
Yep.
And I proceed to retreat. Oh wait, never mind.
Great. Rachicha uses the help action to try assist. I think it's just for the next attack, so
Oh, well.
I will check that super quick.
Okay.
Help
Works for me.
Combat.
Combat. Oh.
That's not what I want. Yeah, so Valeria's next attack will be at advantage. Abyss, it is your turn.
Okay. Where are they? Oh,
They're
Sorry,
still,
my screen's
they're still
blocking the
right
way.
next to you.
oh. See?
What?
Whoopsie.
Yeah, the one with the marker. That's them. Ten does not hit. Just keeping you guys' rapiers at bay, just barely tapping them so that they don't hit him. If that's all you want to do,
I am going to move.
you have to go into 3 feet deep water if you want to go into that green area.
Okay, then I will stay.
Is that half movement in the water?
It's half movement, or you have to make it an athletics check to try and go full movement. He also would have got an attack of opportunity on you, so. And just as a reminder, because I forgot, your attacks are at disadvantage as well, Ufir,
What?
I believe.
Yes, it's only the checks.
Does it say checks?
Let me check. Yeah, level 1 disadvantage on ability checks.
Check my checks.
Yeah, exhaustion level 1, disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay, attack rolls is a different one.
That's level 2, I believe.
Alright, so, no, it's level 3. On their turn,
You do it.
I will sneak back into the shadows.
Go back to the hidden village of the poop.
Hidden poop village.
2 attacks against Abyss again. Except not with the dagger. Punch, punch. Both of those hit.
God, fucking.
For 17 bludgeoning damage against Abyss. And then you see that they take kind of a defensive stance and are prepared for you guys' attacks. All of your attacks against him are now at disadvantage. Lufir.
Well, poop. Well, I'm not gonna attack him. I'm gonna use my Crimsonite. That'll kick on. Oh.
Okay, so you activate your right.
Yeah. That goes 3 hit points
Yep.
as well. And down to 27. It's 3 points.
3
From
points,
29.
26.
Yeah, 26. Oh, I hate that so much.
Okay, so you activate your right.
Yep. I want to attack, but I don't at the same time.
I mean,
Just do it, sissy.
All right. I'm gonna crack the whip.
okay, you have disadvantage.
Oh crap! Yep, right.
Well, it misses either way.
Yeah.
Look at the miss of the whip.
I didn't crack anybody with that whip. The electric damage would hurt.
Crack that whip. Do 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 do.
Martia, disadvantage. Oh man, she would have hit, but no, disadvantage. Valeria, yours is a flat roll because Ratchacha jumps up onto his face.
I'm not moving over here just yet. I want to see if I still have sight. Is that okay?
Where are you going?
I wanted to go right here and see if I still had sight
You
with dark
would,
vision.
but
Okay.
you'd have to go across the river to get there.
With half movement,
You'll have
But I
to
also-
dash to get there.
yes. And then I still have my action.
Hmm.
So, boom. And flat roll.
Hmm. 17 just barely hits. You get sneak attack because somebody is next to him. that he's
2d6?
engaged with. It should be on your attacks now.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
For an extra 3, so that's 9.
Ooh, and I got my favorite color.
All right. That brings us back to Lorelei. Abyss is looking very injured.
Ah! Seriously?
Okay, so 8 healing to Abyss. Was a second level spell slot burned.
Useless. My first level spells were given more. And then, I mean, I call him an invisible C word.
Okay,
Oh, wait. Yeah, you can't
that's
say
a
that.
wisdom save.
That's why I didn't say anything.
That's still a failure.
Like that. An invisible C word. I didn't say anything.
He's got decent wisdom. I'm surprised he keeps failing the save. So that's 3 more damage. He's looking injured.
Yeah, that old person.
Yeah.
Okay, Ratchet
Hey,
was
how old
given.
does he look?
How old does he look? You can't tell. He's dressed like a ninja.
That's Master
So what-
Roshi.
Ratchet this time is giving Martia advantage. Abyss, it's your turn.
Okay.
Your attacks are at disadvantage because he's dodging.
Is he dodgy?
Yeah.
Dodgy beaver.
Too good. I'm gonna
gonna
back
do
away a
thing.
bit.
All right. He takes his opportunity attack against you. 13 misses you though, so you get away without any additional damage.
Yay.
You still have an action and a bonus action. Second wind.
Second win.
All right, so that's a D10 plus 3. And do you want to do anything else with your action, your main action?
No.
All right. Brings us back to him, and the 13 back to you. Very nice. So, you guys watch as he leaves his defensive stance and steps into the shadows on the wall.
Oh, you cheat.
Right next, and ends up right next to Valeria. 16 does hit you,
Heck.
Oh, my kidney.
and so does a 17. So you take 18 bludgeoning damage from as he pops out of the shadows next to you and punch.
What is up with this guy? Oh, he's been doing some of the drugs.
Yes, drugs let you step through shadows.
No, if he's damaged, he's a very angry boy.
Angry boy.
All right, so that brings you down to 2 HP.
Mm-hmm.
That's his turn, Lufir.
Oh, it didn't update yet. There we go.
Yeah, that's what's in between you and him right now.
Yeah, no. What's the distance between you and I?
Let's see,
much.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25-ish.
I don't want to touch the poop water. All right, I'm gonna
Step
hop down
into the
poop
shadows like he did.
All right,
Yeah,
you either have to go through half speed or make an athletics check to go your full speed.
What's my athletics under? I don't think I do athletics. Let me check. That strength or
Athletics is strength.
crap? I'm gonna go half speed.
All right, so you can only get 15 feet, and you don't get all the way through.
Ah, right.
So Lufir jumps into the poop water with open wounds.
Ah! It's an infection.
You can use your action to dash and get the rest of the way.
Okay. I'll look here.
Great.
I got the boo boo.
Amartia's turn. She no longer gets the help from Reticha because he fucking vanished into the shadows. She's just gonna take a shot at him. No longer has disadvantage, at least, because he didn't do the thing again.
Do the thing.
24 definitely hits for another 9 piercing damage. And then she will use one of her healing words for you, Valeria.
Thank you.
That's 8 to you.
Back up to 10. Half.
And then it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna stab.
Stab it.
Oh,
No, you go to stab in his direction and manage to fumble your weapon around and just barely manage to keep it in your hands.
well, I'm a dash back across.
Okay,
You're gonna have to leave me with the Shadow Man.
so if you're going to use your bonus action to dash, he's going to get an
Can
opportunity
I not
attack.
disengage?
You wouldn't make it all the way across. You'd be in the water,
Where at in the water?
somewhere around this area.
Fuck. 5, 10, 15, 20.
You can only go half speed if you don't want to make an athletics check. Or you could disengage, make an athletics check, and hope to God you make it across.
Well, I'm disengaging, but I'm not going across anymore.
Oh, you're just going to go up.
Yeah.
Smart decision. Alright, that's your turn. Lorelei. He's now over here.
Okay. I choose to cast Phantasmal Forces.
Alright, what do you make him see?
I make him see the very wall of the...
The wall of the
The walls are
gods.
attacking him?
No, yeah, just the wall just opens up, and it is a series of screaming faces that wraps around him and just consistently yells, and he can't move.
It's like a wall of souls.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can make it attack him in his mind, but you cannot make it hold him.
Well, no, like I mean, it's like holding it. It's like wrapped around every part of it.
But it's
You,
not actually.
you
holding
cannot,
it.
unfortunately, have it do that. The spell,
Well,
well,
you
the
just
spell
being
can make it
surrounded-
seem like it's attacking him, but I'm not going to allow it to literally appear to surround him, because that would be a grapple, and the spell is not capable of such a thing.
Fine then. He has a wall screaming at him and spitting fireballs, Mario style.
Okay,
Ba-ding, ba-ding.
that one can be done. Small, tiny little fireballs. That's a what save?
DC 15.
Wisdom, I believe.
Intelligence.
Oh, there you go.
It's 5. And you are now concentrating. Sure, tiny fireball. And concentrating.
Yes, I'm concentrating on tiny fireballs.
Tiny fireballs in your brain.
You mean in his
A
brain?
fireball of wolves.
Does he take it on his turn, or...
Damn it, no.
Uses action. While it's affected, the target treats the phantasm as real. Rationalizes. Each round on your turn, that deals 1d6. So he immediately takes the damage. So it's
Ouchie.
5 damage. Okay, unless you want to move, that's your turn, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick here and intensely look.
Rajita's not going into that water because he would have to swim across. So he's just gonna pull back.
He's gonna scream at him from a distance. Chitter,
Abyss.
chitter, 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 chitter.
All right,
Do it, girl.
bitch.
He's all the way over there. And unless you want to do an athletics check, you have half speed going through the 3 feet of water.
Oh, make an athletics check.
Alright. Roll athletics and move into the water.
And
Natural 20. For a total of 24, yeah, you get across that water.
I'm done.
Abyss just fucking high knees through the fucking water. You still have your action. You can dash if you want to.
Thinking of a plan.
I'm now just sitting here with dread.
Okay.
He's gonna boot my suit again.
He's gonna do it. Get pooped, Snoot.
Oh.
Get booped. Yeah, he's gonna come up to you.
Hi.
Hello.
Screech a sheriff.
Stab. Wow. Well, one of those hits you for 7 piercing. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you ass. Constitution. Oh. Ooh.
That is a success. So you start to feel your muscles tensing up. You manage to shake it off. He definitely notices you shaking it off.
Yeah, Senpai notices you.
Um, Yeah, okay. Punch. Wow, another 9. You are unconscious.
Yep. He also doesn't he get the curse ability? I bet against him.
He do.
Yeah, so he would not have hit you again, so you're not unconscious. In that
Yes.
case, no. If he got hurt after hitting you, he would not have hit you again.
Yeah, so minus that 7 away.
Um,
I was at what, 16?
no, you still at 7,
Okay.
but you're not unconscious.
Yay.
Yeah, no, as far as you guys are aware, he vanishes.
Oh.
Steps into the shadows once more.
Eh.
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 Bitch.
Slut.
Let's see. That's the end of his turn, which brings us to Lufir.
Can I do a smell check? See if I can track him.
Sure. It's a flat perception. Let me go ahead and... Nope.
Got too much blood in my nose.
Well, no, you smell where he was just standing, but you don't sense... There's no trail to follow. Because he did not... He did not walk. He teleported.
Yeah.
Also blood.
That counts as my attack, doesn't it?
That's your action. You still have movement.
Hey.
You still have movement.
No, I was saying that counts as my attack, right?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
your action.
Yeah, that's what he just
I'm
said.
gonna move up to here.
Okay.
I'm good at that. Shit, I was gonna say I was gonna ready defense.
You can't.
Okay.
Amartia is going to come down here and gather Rachacha.
Squirrel.
Valeria.
Yes. I
Oh,
already
also,
attack.
Oh. Okay. Martia does hear some footsteps
In what general direction?
in this direction.
5, 10, 15. Ah. I see. Well,
That does not hit.
does speaking count as an action?
It's a free action. You can speak up to a sentence.
He's over here.
Okay, Lorelei.
I just said I had the need to shit water, don't I?
I mean, if you want to get across to the other side, you'll have to go through, yeah.
I have a mighty need.
Or you could just decide not to.
Decide not to sheet.
Well, let's go up to here.
He is 60 feet from you.
Damn. So I can't even see him. I will, and
He would be just on the cusp of your dark vision.
just on the cusp, you say.
You have 60 feet, don't you? Or do you only have 30?
I think I have. Let me check actually.
Hold on, let me.
Dark vision. Here it is. Dark vision.
60
I can't
feet.
see.
Yeah, so you can just barely
Yeah,
see him.
60 feet.
If you can see his token, then you can see him.
Yeah, that's the problem. I can't see his toe.
If
Can
you
I?
don't,
you
if
can.
you don't see his token, you don't see him.
This token's right here.
Yeah, I can't see it. I see black.
Then you don't see him.
Yeah, I
don't
couldn't see
him.
over there.
I end
either.
my turn.
Great. Rachacha is out of combat. Abyss.
Where'd he go?
I hollered, saying he's over here, down this passage. I almost called him an alley.
Damaged.
You cannot reach him without using a dash. Or no, you have 35 feet of movement, don't you? You can get to him.
Yep.
All right.
Kick him in the nards.
something.
That hits. 4 damage. It's his turn, and he disappears.
Bitch.
Steps into it, just kind of disappears into the shadows underneath you, and whoosh, gone.
That's right. Run away.
You guys can attempt to make perception checks to chase after him, but I will say this: you are not capable of going as fast as he can, because he can move 90 feet per turn. The only one who can keep up with him is Valeria, but she wouldn't be able to catch him.
I don't want to go after him per se. I want to go to where he was standing when he first attacked me.
Back to the wall on the other side.
Yeah, and investigate that areas.
Okay, well, before this all started, you did catch the scent of... Not so much the scent as just kind of you felt air coming through.
I want to go investigate that area.
Okay. So you investigate the wall, make an investigation check with disadvantage.
Are we out of order?
You guys are out of combat, yes. You can now recross the river if you want.
Slowly.
Well, I'm actually going to take you guys off of this because we're done with this encounter map.
Eep.
Yeah, no, you can't manage to... as far as you can tell, it's a wall.
Does someone else want to come take a look at this?
Sure.
Martia places a hand on you. You got this. Go ahead and make your investigation check, Valeria, and then you can roll a d4 and add it on top. 20. That's a good start.
1d4.
24. Nice. Okay, so you managed to feel around the same wall. You can feel like a crease in the wall. It's about 10 feet wide, this crease. And as you're kind of feeling around outside of the area, you manage to find a loose stone. Try to pull on it and it doesn't do anything, but you push it, and then the wall kind of pops out a few inches. You guys all gather around and move into the closed doors. So you guys enter into the area behind the wall.
I'm surprised there's not anyone in here. Just kidding.
I was going to say, you say this, there are 2 red winged creatures sat on the desk in front of you guys. They both notice your entrance and kind of like cock their head to the side.
Guys, I don't want to do this.
You all hear a voice in your heads. Welcome to the closed doors. I am the purveyor of this establishment. How may I help you?
That's a bad idea. This is
What
your
do you
bad.
say?
What?
What do you say?
Yo, what did you say?
I said this is on you. This is definitely more of your territory than me.
Hi. We're
You guys see just goods on display all over the place. Just tables and tables of stuff. There's shelves, and aside from the 2 creatures on the counter, you don't see anyone else in here.
Can I take a seat somewhere?
There are no noticeable chairs. You probably just sit on the floor if you want.
I'm going to do that.
Great. So Lufir just goes and takes a seat on the floor.
I am.
We're looking for a spider with its web encased in amber.
Yes, I believe I have such a thing. One of the imps flies off the table, goes and fetches something from one of the shelves, and sets it down on this table over here.
How much is it going to cost?
That depends. What do you have?
I kick Luffy over to him. A chef who can cook food.
Tempting. Tempting.
I don't have anything valuable.
Total cost for this item is 250 gold.
Oh,
Well, if only
That's
would
all.
have.
I have not that much.
Well, we can tell that nice lady up there she can give us 250 gold and her charm back.
Let's see what I have. I've got.
You've got nothing. We already know you have nothing.
I've got 12 gold.
No, even amongst all of you guys, you do not have enough money for this.
I mean, I only have 90, so yeah.
I've got this cool flower crown. Don't judge me.
I'm being called for now. Sorry.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da-da-da.
I can turn into a wolf.
Are you putting yourself for sale?
No. But it's pretty cool to see. You're an omnipotent voice.
Okay, fine.
What are
I
you
volunteer my virtue as a woman.
You guys do hear the sound of footsteps.
Oh god.
Um,
He's taking you over.
I believe Amartia. And who else was the one with the decent passive perception?
15.
Yeah, so it would be you and Amartia, and just hear footsteps. You don't see anyone, you just hear footsteps.
I don't like that. Can I do a sniff check?
Sure. Smells exactly like that guy you were just fighting.
Please don't punch me in the nose again.
You hear the steps come from behind you and make their way this way.
Do I see any blood or anything in the ground?
No.
Okay.
But they do go through the door. You see it open and close.
Was there something in particular that you would want for the sphere?
Well, if you're offering yourselves, we do trade in such things.
I don't think I can offer a person. Is there a job that you're wanting done?
Perhaps. The imp returns the item to the table and back to the counter.
What did you
Why
have in
don't
mind?
you peruse the wares, and I'll see if we can't figure out a task for you.
Sounds good. I just start walking around, looking at things.
There are all sorts of stuff down here. From
Yeah.
potions to spell scrolls to ancient tomes, orbs and rods and weapons and armor.
And none of which I can afford.
Yeah, no, basically. It's very strangely silent. There's no music aside from Lorelai's flute. There's no sounds of, aside from your party, that you don't hear breathing. It's quiet.
Too quiet, or just do I get the sense this is normally how it is?
Make an insight at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Inside. Die.
Seems questionable.
I'm curious.
You do notice the imps are watching you very closely. And after about a minute or so, you guys, you hear the voice in your head again. Well, I do think I might have a job for you. After all, I do have some gentlemen that you have escorted to the barracks and the prison.
Oh, I hope you're not asking us to let them go.
If you are not feeling capable, we could arrange something else.
For longevity, I'd like to wait until Valeria is back. What is this something else you have in mind?
We will wait just a moment while I'm trying to look something up. Is it seriously not in my compendium?
Da, 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 da.
All right. So, after you hear this last message in your mind, it's quiet.
I don't like that.
As a note, though you guys are capable of seeing everything in here, it is all dim lit. So for those of you with dark vision, for up to however far your dark vision goes, it seems like normal light. But after that, it's all dim light.
So we can't see like the farthest corners.
You can,
Kind of thing.
but it's dimly lit, meaning that
okay.
there's shadows all over the place.
Yeah. Not fun.
Definitely not. Anyway, after he finishes going, we can work something else out. I guess we'll take a 5-minute pee break while Shreds is gone, but I do need you guys to all roll initiative.
I've been back.
Oh, well, in that case, everybody roll initiative.
Oh, we're fucked.
Apparently my mute button didn't work. Or unmute button.
I have to be.
We'll go pee.
Okay, we're back.
Where is... I don't have it open? No, there it is.
Researcher.
Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. You guys are considered surprised, so you don't get to do anything for the first round. Stepping out. Holy crap.
What just happened? Who died?
How was that burping? Jesus.
It's the Zelda song.
No, it wasn't.
So you guys do see
Those vicious
the
burping.
same ninja-dressed man as before steps out, and then as soon as he gets partway through the room, sinks into the floor and just appears next to Lufir. I'm pretty sure Lufir is about to be unconscious again.
Probably.
Well, I can't help him anymore.
Nope. The first one's a 12 to hit,
No, I can't help him.
and the second one's a 9, so he does not manage to hit him. Let's see.
Oh, two of us are at 17.
Yeah, so we go there. The imps then fly in. And then exiting out from this doorway, you guys do watch a man bearing a scimitar with a strange face mask comes running out.
There's the man with the glasses.
Like dead yet?
Yeah.
Nope.
No,
He missed you with both attacks, even with advantage.
Yes.
One of the imps does take an attack against Abyss. And another one takes an attack against Lorelei. So that's a bip. Against Abyss it misses, and against Lorelei it misses. So top of the round. This guy does dash forward as well. Top of the round, Lufir.
I'm feeling a little wolfy. That's horrible.
You feel a little wolfy.
I'm
Okay.
a little wolfy.
He's feeling a little fuzzy,
So I'm gonna. I just clicked the like in both things.
a little furry.
Okay, so
Yes.
you I mean,
That's what I'm asking. Do I click both liking for the one damage and the?
yeah.
Okay. So both of these. All right.
Hold on. Value 1. Okay, there we go.
Yay!
Okay, so Lufir wolfs out. That's what? Your bonus action or your main action?
Bonus action, I believe.
Nope, action.
Is it? Okay.
And how long does your blood maledict last?
That is off by now.
Great.
Last 1 minute.
Yeah, it's gone.
That's
so
all I can-
Lufir is now in wolf form.
Smashing tables, eating pillows.
Just going to nom down all the things.
Just don't eat anymore. Actually, eat people.
All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yeah. That's all I do.
His turn. He's gonna punch you.
Poncha!
He's gonna punch you.
Oh,
The 18 misses, but the 20 hits. So that's 7 bludgeoning damage. You are unconscious
press X to doubt.
and immediately lose your form.
Well, that was useless.
So look, I didn't have much options there.
I'm a wolf out.
Blood vessel.
He makes his way this way, and then you guys see him take that same weird stance as before. Amartya is going to order Rachacha to give her advantage, and she's going to immediately take up into the air.
Choo-choo-choo.
Chirp-chirp-chirp-chirp-chirp-chirp-chirp.
Churdy share.
Okay, so she takes up into the air.
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
this room is lit up.
fucking great. She's gonna go ahead and use her last spell slot to get you off the floor.
You're doing so bad tonight.
I know.
Because that's 8 healing back to you. You're no longer a wolf, and you're on the floor. Like you turned into a wolf and then just immediately went black, and now you're like, I'm not a wolf anymore. Fuck.
Can I try for the pillow?
Did he eat the
Yes.
pillow?
I ate the bubble gum.
And then she'll take a shot at the... He still looks injured, so she's going to take a shot at him, but unfortunately it's a disadvantage, so... Nope. Valeria, there is a person with a scimitar right next to you.
Yeah. Stab. Oh my god.
Stab. And forget to unbuckle it in your sheath and just kind of try to pull it out and just fumble for a second and whoa, god, almost fall
Just-
over. Nobody saw that.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
You only have 30 feet of movement.
I dashed.
You cannot dash and disengage.
Never mind. Go there then.
You have to use your action if you want to do both. And you already used your action to attempt to attack. Abyss, some little imp just tried to fucking bite you.
Stab it in the mouth.
Nope. You also don't manage to unbuckle your rapier and almost
You said,
knock yourself
"I'm
over
doing
trying to
that
pull it out.
Yeah.
So essentially both of you did the exact same thing.
Stop copying me.
Reticha runs over and attempts to distract this guy. The imps, same as last time, they're going to attempt to sting out at both of you. That is the both of those hit. I need con saves from both of you. Abyss and Lorelei, I need con saves.
Well,
Okay, so Lorelei, you take a total of 8 damage.
Damage.
Or sorry, Abyss takes a total of 8 damage. Lorelei takes a total of 14. Because Lorelei's one did roll higher, but that is a successful save, so you only took half. Then it is your turn, Lorelei.
Well,
are you also going to fail at stabbing? I hope not.
Bork, bork, stab, stab.
let's see what I can do here.
Do better than us, is all I have to say.
I wish to take advantage of this on myself.
Okay, so you're going to give yourself combat inspiration.
And immediately attack the nearest thing near me.
The imp, okay.
Dagger.
You'll probably want to use that inspiration to add on to that.
Exactly. Which is now, how do I do that? What is this?
Roll a d6, I believe.
Okay.
Well,
This is why you add a combat inspiration.
No, the combat inspiration is for damage. You have to use it as regular bardic inspiration. So this is the normal one.
14.
That brings it up to 14, which hits. So now you can roll regular damage for 5 damage. He's already looking pretty wounded. They are not exactly the healthiest things.
And is anyone severely injured?
You are. Lufir's definitely injured. A bit. Everybody's injured except for Amartia. It's 9 healing to yourself, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Cool. Cultist turn. They're just gonna take a step forward and slashy with their scimitar.
Oh no!
Their scimitar. That is a 12. That is a miss. Lufir, you gotta use half your movement to stand up.
And then up to here. What's the distance I got between me and that target?
15 feet. You still have 5 more feet of movement.
And then I can attack.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
Your maximum health is back to normal, by the way.
Yeah, no. I switched back.
24 hits. Sorry, you have disadvantage. Please roll again.
What?
He took the dodge action.
No.
Nope. Unfortunately, because of the dodge, he manages to get out of the way of your whip.
Bonus action of casting my curse on him.
Can you cast your curse again?
Bonus action, I believe.
How
Actually, let me check.
often can you cast it, though?
Let me check.
Better check that before you wreck it.
No, that's not that one. I need this one.
You want the Blood Maledict one.
Yeah, I'm reading. I don't see a... No, never mind. I see it. Short rest, long rest.
So you cannot use it currently. You're also down 1 of your Lycan form shifts.
And I can't do that as a bonus action anyway. Nope, that'll be it. This says it's the full action of the transform.
I was just checking to make sure you change back when you go unconscious, and you do. Okay, his turn. He sees that you've stood back up. Does not care for that.
Oh no. I should have just stayed down.
Aye.
Punch, punch.
Oh.
Nope. Neither of those hit. Make sure you untoggled your Lycan stuff if you didn't already.
I did.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna punch again.
Ow.
8, and you're unconscious.
Yee. Yee.
Great, so Lufir is unconscious again.
Again.
I need my dog nap.
You've taken too many.
Don't you know you should leave sleeping dogs lie?
And then he'll move just here, I guess. Martia gets to make her attack at advantage because of Rachacha. 19 does hit for 6 piercing. She's out of spell slots, so she cannot currently assist you.
I don't think anybody else is going, so.
She's going to fly this way and give Rachacha the same order. Valeria.
The shooty shoot.
At the imp, the cultist.
Imp.
That does not hit.
Okay. Here.
The abyss. That imp is still flying. That is a miss. The imps are still attacking.
At this point, I feel like we're copying each other.
Miss against Abyss, but a hit against Lorelei. Need a con save again, Lorelei.
Yeah.
24. That works.
By the way, you're at 9 hit points, not whatever you had set. You're unconscious.
Think.
Lorelei hits 0 and falls unconscious from the poison that courses through her veins. I need a death save immediately.
For me?
Yeah, because it's your turn now.
Poison.
That is 1 success. On the cultist's turn. They have orders. And they are not going to break those orders. Lorelei is now stable. Lufir is unconscious. Death save. Well, no.
Yay!
The monk knocked you out by punching, so you were not bleeding out to death.
I'm just sneezing. I'm just snoring.
Yep, pretty much.
Wait, what the hell?
Punch, punch.
Uh,
That's 17 damage against Abyss. She's still standing. Punch, punch. And Abyss is unconscious.
Yeah, I get the feeling we were never supposed to win this fight.
And we beat the
That
monk
brings
up.
us to Amartya. Shreds is eating something very crunchy. Amartya gets advantage on her attack because Ratchet is still doing the thing.
I get snacky when we fight.
13 does not hit. Valeria.
You get nervous.
5, 10, 15. Shooty shoot. At the cultist.
Okay, that hits. 4, 7 damage. They are looking real rough, but they are still standing.
I guess it doesn't really get sneak attack since.
No. You either have to have advantage on the attack or an ally that is conscious and a threat to them within 5 feet. All of your allies next to him are unconscious, so...
I thought Lorelei was conscious. My bad.
Nope. Abyss is not bleeding out because she got taken down by unarmed strikes. Rachacha is still giving Amartya advantage. This imp is going to attack Amartya. This imp is going to go after you.
I die.
Both 20s, so I need con saves.
I'm not good at con.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
That is a success and a success. Against Amartya, that is 11 points. And against you, that is 12.
I'm unconscious.
Alright, so now the only one left is Amartya. Cool. The cultist can't do anything because Amartya's in the air. But he is going to come over here and attempt to stabilize you so you don't die. Because, again, he has his orders. And you guys are valuable merchandise. You are no longer dying.
Well, that's good.
Neil throws his dagger.
Wait a second.
11 damage. Thunk.
This seems very familiar.
I'm glad you think so too.
That's his only ranged option because he only has the one. So he's gonna go ahead and he's getting low on fucking key points, but he's gonna take the dodge action. On her turn, Amartya is
Oh, he's only now getting low on key points. Thank God for him.
Oh man. Oh man.
What?
Well, she's got the imp right in front of her. But she literally can't do enough damage to knock it out. I mean, she's gonna try at least. That just barely hits. For 4 damage, cool. Yeah, this fight's basically over. But we'll see. bet.
Miss.
Yep.
Never mind. Yeah, it's over. We're dead.
It's over. So the rest, you guys are all unconscious. All of you are out of the fight.
Is this where you're gonna end the season so we can survive for next week?
This is where you're gonna end the season. No, this is not where the session ends.
It would be perfect.
So now that I'm going to move you one by one.
Yeet.
Da 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 da.
Whose idea was to come down here?
Yours?
No.
Yeah.
So about 4 hours go by. One by one, you guys wake up in cells in the same room as each other, but separated into separate little things. Rachacha is also with you guys.
At least he didn't kill the squirrel.
You guys all notice that Cerilius is not with you.
I hope he got away.
I have a feeling that's what he wanted. That's just my metagaming.
What Cerilius wanted,
No.
what the person wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to think what you like. So, you guys all come to conscious with 1 hit point.
Oh, gee.
Oh, jeez.
There is the same cultist that you guys were fighting earlier is now standing, well, sitting on the floor watching guard over you guys. You see that in these cages there are manacles. You guys are bound by the ankles and attached to the cage.
I have a question. Why am I alone? Everybody else gets a roommate.
The person in the mask does not respond.
He just did what he was told.
This is some bullshit.
It was because you were a bad wolf.
Listen. Shut up.
You guys aren't really left with a whole lot of options to do anything, so all of your stuff is still with you,
I could wolf out.
but you are currently being watched.
I could wolf out.
Are you saying this out loud?
No.
I was gonna say the cultist is armed. They'll happily come knock your ass out again.
Think. Ow.
And then,
How much
Restabilize you.
health did we get back?
You're at 1.
1.
You were stabilized. You woke up after your hour to 4 hour rest and have 1
Did I
hit
lose
point.
my point of exhaustion?
No, it's not sleep.
Don't trip or you'll die again.
I mean, not wrong.
have a nice trip.
Okay, so as she always does, Lorelai pulls out her flute and begins to play.
Angry duding.
Also, as a reminder, you still have not played Peter's song.
Peter.
Peter.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna play Peter's song.
Oh God.
Great. I need everyone except for Lorelai to please make a wisdom save.
Oh, I'm good at those. Wait. Oh, not. Oh, damn it. I got this
You're
disadvantage.
gonna fucking die.
Oh, Lord.
You don't have advantage on saves. That's level 2 exhaustion.
Wait, so I don't have the disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
My bad. I'm actually trying to close it.
Yeah, didn't help you for shit. So, and then I gotta roll for
Everyone
the,
dies except for me.
I gotta roll for the cultist. Let's see. That is, what's your spell save DC?
Lower than that.
Probably check.
Yours is a 15, right? Go on to your spells page at the top.
Yeah, it's 15.
Yeah, 15.
So, Valeria, Abyss, Lufir, all stand up and begin to dance.
I am not happy with the situation.
Me neither.
Oh, great.
It's a clumsy, awkward dance as you are chained by the ankles and just against your will begin to dance.
Oh my god.
I just move my eyes to Lorelei. Literally? Now is the time you choose to do this?
Sex work?
I mean, hell, in combat would have been better.
Yeah, speaking of dancing in combat, cough, cough. That would have
I
helped
didn't think
you a
of-
fuck ton.
I didn't know if a whip would count as a melee weapon.
It is a melee weapon.
Well, now I know.
Well, no, Chris, it's not a melee weapon. It's a freaking assault weapon. It's a tank.
Shut up.
It classifies as a laser.
A
Or
whip?
if it would even work against getting punched. So,
A whip count? Okay. Never mind.
is
Didn't
it,
matter.
yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway,
In a hole.
The cultist just kind of sits and watches as some of your party starts dancing in the cage.
I can't help it in my brain just the dinner scene from Beetlejuice.
Oh, let's see if Rachacha dances.
Oh God.
Rachacha also dances.
Yes. I'm okay with this now.
So
You know
those-
what, Nate?
Hmm.
Under my breath, I would like to spew out a slew of curse words. Curse words.
Curse the words.
Homeboy.
What kind of things are you calling him? You're gonna call him a disgusting pig. You're gonna call him a vile worm. You're gonna call him I don't
A
know.
spineless, crooked dicked, butt chin faced Looney Tune.
T100. I'm gonna say this right now. Even if it happens, you're not getting much out of this.
I don't know how to think. I don't know what kind of insult to do. I'm not exactly good at insulting people. Oh, and he's about as intelligent as a log.
Yeah, that'll work.
T100.
And the magic is nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I tried all I can.
You did your last dude, right?
After about a minute, those of you who were dancing begin to stop.
Thank God.
Hey.
Hey guys,
What?
second first, same as the first. Second
Don't
first,
you
same as
do
the
it.
first. Plays it again.
Oh God.
Don't!
Okay, so you begin to play Peter's song again. Nothing happens.
Oh.
Right into your ass!
Oh, behave.
What are you going to make her?
God.
I can indulge. Yes. This is intense message. I can already tell.
Yeah, right.
So, what are you guys doing?
I was gonna ask the guard what's going on.
He doesn't respond. I already said that earlier.
I'm tempted to just start kicking the gate.
I mean, your ankles are bound, so good luck.
Yeah, I hit the cat. That's what he means.
Throw a small tantrum.
You throw a what now?
Small tantrum.
I don't like being in a cage.
Can I see what kind of weapon the guard has?
No.
He has a scimitar.
I'll send the wolf out and just not do anything. Just sit there in wolf form.
Okay. So you guys watch as Lufir wolfs out. You see the guard draws their scimitar and just waits and stares.
I stick my tongue out of my mouth.
He throws his scimitar at you.
Oh god!
Jesus.
Clangs off the bars.
Oh, at least I missed.
Yeah, for your sake.
Where is the scimitar now?
Well, I mean, they go and retrieve it.
Oh, damn.
It's too late for you to retrieve it.
Yeah, I was gonna try and
Now
grab
calm
it.
down. Get a drink.
Just gonna sit there now. Wolfed out.
I wolfed out, and now I sit and stare.
Okay, so...
Yeah. So, anybody else know what to do?
No.
Lovely. Lorelai? Good answer.
So, you guys get a short rest. You can use some hit dice. I mean, she might as well just use all of them.
Oh. I don't get to roll again, do I, Nate?
I mean, you have 3 hit dice, don't you?
I had 2.
Then you can roll 1 more.
Okay.
Let's see, it's 10. She's up to 22. Okay. Anybody else can roll hit dice if they want to. Do it now, or you won't get the chance later.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh, what?
Hit
under your
dice. You guys are taking a short rest.
Hit dice. Okay.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Damn.
That's what, the maximum, or is it 10?
Lorelai's maximum would be an 11.
Damn.
Abyss's maximum would be a 13.
Damn.
Shreds, if you want to roll hit dice, now's your chance.
Damn.
Hit dice is between where your hit points is and where your attacks are. Right next to death saves. Has Valeria left us?
Sounds like it.
Well, great. You can roll more hit dice if you want to, Abyss. There's
Many?
there's no limit on how many of them you can use. You only regain a certain number on a long rest, though. Roll hit. You guys are taking your short rests. Roll hit dice.
Oh, okay. 1 hit dice.
As many as you want.
As long as you have them.
Yeah.
I have 3.
Currently healing, so.
There we go. That's as many as I'll take.
Um,
Shit.
Well, it's not 1 or 3.
I just realized, and I think Nate just realized that I had Song of Rest.
So each of these creatures regains an extra d6. So everybody roll a d6.
Hey, Nate, is that a 1 or a 3?
That, I mean, you regain 3. A natural 1 on hit dice doesn't mean shit. Man.
I got the one.
So did so did Amartia. But to be fair,
Oh, yeah.
Amartia also doesn't need it that much. You gain that much extra health on top as part of Lorelai's Song of Rest.
I got
Yeah, I actually just completely forgot about this. Otherwise, I'd have mentioned it soon.
I mean, it doesn't matter anyway, because you can still just be like, oh yeah, by the way, Song of Rest, and then anybody who used it, okay, you guys get an extra d6. Alright. So, after that hour goes by, you guys are just kind of stuck in your cages, doing a whole lot of nothing and, sitting around waiting. You watch as suddenly the guard, collapses to the ground.
Oof.
And coming in, grabbing keys off of his belt and coming and unlocking your cages is Ceruleus.
Doc, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's a good thing I skedaddled while you guys were fighting, otherwise you'd be in a worse situation.
Yeah,
What
not
did
bad.
you
Not
say?
Seattle.
Skedaddled. Hold on, can I get him to show up
Skedaddle?
on the... Nope.
Yay, there he is.
Skedaddled.
No, it's trying to give me... There we go. There it is.
Facebook.
Alright, so Ceruleus comes and unlocks each of you guys' cages.
Girl.
Okay, so... Quiet. That's it, just be quiet.
What? I'm not in wolf form, am I?
No, you probably would have dropped it.
I mean,
No, you would have dropped it anyway because it's been an hour since you transformed.
is there a limit?
Yeah, it's only lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Idiot.
So,
I forgot the
you guys
rabbits.
are let out of your cages. Ceruleus has rejoined you, thankfully.
Thankfully.
Thank you, Doc.
This
Thank
was
you, Nick.
literally the backup in case you guys didn't manage the fight, which I mean you were doing all right. It's just you couldn't hit those imps for shit.
To be fair, I had a disadvantage.
I couldn't hit shit.
You weren't trying to hit the imps. You were trying to attack him. That's why you had disadvantage.
I just tried to stand up.
Lord.
Stealth checks. Then.
Well, I'm not actually going to make you guys roll stealth checks because all of the major threats are gone.
Oh, good. Good.
I'm gonna check the guard's body.
Nothing. but
You
that.
find his scimitar, and he's got a neat mask on.
Good one.
Great. You have a scimitar, which you can drag from the compendium. And you have... Holy Jesus.
Well, hell of a scimitar.
There's a lot of that tonight. A lot of Jesus.
So you have a scimitar, you can get that from the compendium. You also have a half-pound wooden mask.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
It is
Half-pound mass.
heavy for a wooden mask.
It's half a pound, yeah.
Wait, who can get this scimitar?
Oh,
I mean,
Lafleur
he
got
picked
both.
it up.
Ye-
You guys are now free to explore, and let me just delete some doorway blockers
Oh, that's good.
because essentially, literally all of the threats are gone.
Oh, so we're free to.
Literally all of the threats are gone.
Or
Every single one. You guys are free to explore. There's only one path that is blocked, and anybody who discovers it will find it to be locked. Also, if anybody bothers to go out into the main thoroughfare, a lot of the stuff is gone that was on the tables and such.
I figured.
Valeria and Lorelei, the room you just passed through is full of cages too small to fit creatures of your size. As you both enter, there is lots of noises as animals of various, creatures of various shapes and sizes begin to scream, bark, make all sorts of noises. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Martia is going to go look for that thing that you guys were supposed to be here for. She's going to have Ratcha assist her.
I would like to investigate this room.
Okay. So, Martia does in fact manage to find the item, the spider amber orb.
Yay.
Which room are you investigating? Okay. So, within this room seems to be storage. There's a number of different areas. You'll have to pick one if you want to go through the boxes and crates. Just kind of generally casing the room. There's not too much signs of what's inside of the cases and such. There is one large open crate that is currently empty, but you see scraps of food and blood in it.
Blood.
Oh.
Well, I'm checking out these.
Okay. So inside of those crates, you'll find an assortment of decently made weapons. In particular, you note that there is a fairly well-made longsword, and there is a very nice silver rapier.
What now?
Well, I
Silver
might be
rapier.
exchanging my rapier.
You're gonna leave your old one behind and take the new one?
I mean, I can take both, but I remember you saying something about you're being damaged. I'll take both.
Okay, so you can go ahead and drag another rapier in from the compendium. Rename the one that you already have to silver before you do that. That'll make them separate entrance
Okay.
in your inventory.
I'll also let them know about the longsword.
Okay. As a note, this rapier isn't fully silver, but it is silvered, which means it is useful for overcoming resistances such as the one that Lufir has when
Don't
he is
touch
in
me.
his wolf form.
I'll
No
use it
pork,
if
no
I
pork.
have to.
I don't know if anybody in your group is interested in the longsword.
I could actually use it apparently. I
Longsword?
can use long swords, short swords, martial weapons,
You can use. I think you can use
and
all.
rapiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use simple and martial weapons. So to make this simple on you,
Oh.
bonk.
What?
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
use all weapons that don't have the special tag.
Can I do a sniff?
But
check
again,
on the
long
crate?
swords are strength weapons.
Damn it!
Yeah.
You want to
I
spell
don't
for
want
what?
it.
Can I do a sniff check on the crate? The big crate?
I mean, you can make a general smell check if you want to. If you want to do that one specifically, it would be investigation at disadvantage.
I'll do a smell check in general.
Great. Perception. You do smell some exotic smells. You do recognize the smell of wolfsbane.
I'm gonna seek it out.
Okay, it's in this small box up here.
Yep.
You open it up. There is about, given how much you guys paid in total for the last batch that you got, there is about 700 golds worth of wolfsbane in here.
I
There
think
are also about 4 pounds of other drugs.
Valeria.
She's right
Mhm.
next to you.
He's probably.
Found.
Ah, I see.
Going through the drugs, There is Wolfsbane, obviously, about 700 gold worth. Valeria, make a history check at just a regular history check.
You said how much of a weight of other drugs?
4 pounds of drugs total. Okay. You don't have a whole lot of experience in dealing of these kinds of, things, but you do know that the total rough estimate of all of the drugs aside from the Wolfsbane is probably close to about 3,000 gold. You also know that if you guys take this with you, you definitely have to turn it in.
I mean, we could.
Ceruleus is with you.
Oh.
So if you want to try and pocket it without him noticing, you'll have to make a check.
I don't want to do that. I want to keep the Wolfsbane, but I don't want to do that. That's my side.
Amartia does let you guys know that she found the little amber orb thing.
Oh, good. It's good.
I'm going to try and pocket the Wolfsbane.
Okay, so
Wait,
that
what?
would be a sleight of hand check at disadvantage because you're still exhausted.
Oh well.
A 9. He notices you pocketing it, but doesn't say anything.
Aha! So now I gotta add that to my sheets. How much is that gonna weigh?
The Wolfsbane is negligible weight, but add it to your treasure in your bio page.
Okay.
And as a note, you are aware you will need Wolfsbane for some rituals down the line.
Good.
You know for a fact you'll need about 500 gold's worth, so keep that in mind in your notes if you need to. But that's a ways down the road. But I mean, if you
That's
keep
a
what you have,
story.
Yeah.
super useful, not having to track it down later. Ceruleus does fly over to one of the cases over here, and you guys see him rustle around inside of it.
What you got there, Doc?
Keepsake.
Oh,
Oh,
anything
jeez.
good? That's you. You got
Fun.
some of the good stuff too, huh?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
I'd like to rummage in there and see what else is left over.
You've
Make
already
an
checked
investigation check.
Yeah.
No. So far, only the top right corner has been investigated.
I will check.
You have a disadvantage.
I yeah, don't have the reflect.
Lorelei, that one's already been gone through. If you want to go down to the bottom left where Ceruleus is,
Oh, I thought that's where he was.
no. Digging through, you find that the chest he's digging in appears to be exotic spices and certain illegal on this continent foods.
Motherfucker.
Lufir, going through that, you find that one would contain strange hides. You don't recognize them.
The fear. I can't make heads or tails of this crap. This is your stuff.
I'm gonna come up and do a sniff.
Okay, you come over and do a sniff.
I assume you don't actually want me to do a check on that.
No. You recognize some of these to be spices from Overlal. Some of these are illegal on Verwyn for causing aggressive tendencies if used in large quantities. It's basically a mild steroid.
I will take the spices.
Okay.
How much is that gonna be?
I mean, you just add it to your spice pouch essentially.
Oh, okay. Works for me. Fuck shit.
You used as regular spice. You have enough to last you for quite a while. You can grab additional vials if you want to. If you wish to knowingly use them for the rage-inducing effect, you will need basically the whole bottle will only have 2 uses in it.
I will grab as many vials as I can.
Okay. So you grab about 3 vials. It's about 6 uses.
Sounds good to me. Now, I just added a bunch of it to my spice thing, but do we actually add vials of
I mean, if you intend to use them in that sense, then you'll need to add them to your inventory.
Okay.
So call it rage powder. The weight is negligible and you have 3.
Probably going not to use it. Maybe I won't use more than 1 if I ever choose to do so for that kind of effect.
I'm sure it'll go over great for you. There's also a number of there's a number of meats that are considered to be illegal on this continent. Make a medicine or a nature check if you want to try and identify the stuff that's the rest of the stuff that's in this crate. Disadvantage.
Nature. Is it nature or medicine?
Yeah. Medicine will be to attempt to identify the meat. Nature will be to attempt to identify everything else. Okay. Some of this is human and humanoid meats. Hence why they are illegal on this continent. You also see that there's elephant meat. There's one you can't manage to identify.
I'm going to take some of the elephant meat and the unidentified.
Okay.
meat.
So you have about 5 pounds of elephant meat and about 10 pounds of unidentified. Cerilius gives you a very dirty look as you take the meats.
Is there how much for the unidentified one?
It's 10 pounds.
10 pounds? Okay.
Abyss, would you like to investigate anything? You've not made any rolls
Yeah.
yet. Cool. I'm going to move you to where everybody else is. You can investigate the bottom right, the bottom middle, or you can investigate the room that I just pulled you out of if you want to.
Room.
The room? Cool. So
Yeah.
there's a door right there, and it's locked. You see that there's a lot of foot traffic that has come through this room recently, and that's about it. Make a perception check for me, Abyss.
Okay.
Okay, listening in through the door, you don't hear the sounds of any people or creatures of any kind. What you do hear is kind of a rushing of wind and swirling sounds like some kind of a torrential wind. What?
The door.
It's locked. You can attempt to break it down, or you can try to pick the lock if you have thieves' tools.
I'll try to pick the lock. What do I roll?
Thieves' tools? Do you have thieves' tools?
Fishing in them.
Then you're not proficient in them. Then it would be a straight dex.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you can't manage to pick the lock. And what's more,
Okay, I'll try to break.
as you're investigating the door, you don't even find a lock.
Let me break it down.
Great. Make a strength check. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll investigation and pick an area of the room. Okay. You brace yourself and try to kick the door, and fuck, that hurt.
Nope.
and the wind.
Something about the wind.
Stand!
Stand. Face the wind.
Cool.
Are you gonna roll? Are you gonna roll investigation for this room, Lorelei? Bardic inspiration on what? Okay. So you're going to inspire yourself, or it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, the good news is you don't expend the Bardic Inspiration dice. But yeah, you start to go making your way around to the room, and you get kind of stuck just staring non-stop at this strange-looking jewel that you find.
Mm-hmm.
Take the jewel? Great.
Feeling very familiar again.
Add
Yeah.
a strange jewel to your treasure section on your bio page. All right. Is there anything else anybody else would like to investigate, or do you want to either leave or help Abyss?
I will help with this.
Well, I will also help.
Great. In that case, I'll move everybody else up to where Abyss is. So you guys are all up at the top left.
Do we want strength checks there, Nate?
I mean, if you want to just immediately try to break the door down, sure.
Oh, I'm
I mean, she has a crowbar.
That doesn't help in the situation.
I'm gonna sniff around the door and see if I can get a scent.
She unfortunately already failed. Okay. It smells like
Stone.
there are a lot of strange scents coming in your direction. You can't identify them all.
My snoot's confused.
You do smell like something's burning. You also smell
Am I having a stroke?
burning ozone,
Yep, having a stroke.
and you also smell a similar scent to the imps.
Ugh.
Fire amp.
So kind of like sulfurous brimstone kind of smell. And just so you're aware, the smell of burnt ozone generally only occurs when lightning strikes occur.
I told the group, like, guys, it smells like lightning back there. It smells like no.
Martia would like to ask if somebody would want to try and figure out how the door opens.
I will do.
Great. She gives you a pat on the back, tells you can do it, make an investigation check, and then add a D4.
It won't be enough. Because it'll be a 2.
I mean, yeah, unfortunately, you can't figure out what opens or closes this door.
Is it a stone door like before?
This one is a reinforced iron door, and as you guys are kind of all stood around and investigating it, you do notice there is like a symbol etched in the door.
Wait.
It's
Oh
magic.
no. Can I read this, Nate?
Not that kind of a symbol.
Okay.
Hey, Doc?
The symbol looks something like this.
It's a jackal.
Something like that.
It's Doc.
Doc, what?
Duck.
Oh, you're asking for Cerilius.
Yeah. I'll never remember his name, so I just call him Duck.
Hey, Doc, what do?
Yeah, what's up, Duck?
Does this look familiar to you?
No.
Do you have any ways you could open the door?
Nah.
That's a good question. Does he?
Know what this rune is?
He does not know any spells that would assist. It's not a rune. It's a symbol, like a iconography.
Does anyone know what the symbol means?
It means fruit.
Is anybody proficient in religion?
I don't think so.
Martia is. Bonk. That's a 22. And a 25. Amartia lets you all know that the symbol is a depiction of a bearded devil. And if that's what's on the door, what's behind it is either something really bad, like a portal, or it might just be that this Balphasmet is a bearded devil.
Oh.
I assume
Let's
we
stop
have
kicking
no...
the door.
What, are you afraid someone's going to knock back?
If you guys want to, you can attempt to use the crowbar with some assistance to try and pry the door open. It's going to take a few of you.
Sure, let's do that. Why not?
Great. Strength checks from whoever the hell's doing it.
I am not
Amartia
strength.
is against opening the door. Currently.
I am also.
And I'm at disadvantage, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a ball. I'm gonna break a tooth. Yep.
Cool.
Good job.
So you guys struggle. And the crowbar doesn't budge.
No one else going to help?
They don't. Amartia thinks it's a bad idea until you know what's on the other side. Valeria said she didn't want to either, and Abyss stopped once I said there was a possible bearded devil on the other side.
Alright, well, we got the orb. We should head back up.
I knock on the door and say hello.
Oh my god.
Okay. Knock, knock, knock.
Go away.
There's no response.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
that's
leave.
good.
I'm bored. I'm bored and immediately starts to walk off.
Fucking okay.
Lorelai has grown disinterested.
Knocks on the door. I have cookies.
Hey Nate, how much does this
Cerilius
carpet weigh?
does know how to get you to the other side if you wish.
I
But
am
it's going
listening.
to be a very awkward process for whoever decides to go.
Are you listening?
You want to do it?
What are the chances of me dying?
He says, depends on what's the other side of the door.
Good chances. Good chances.
Good chances.
Well, as far as you identified earlier, you didn't smell anything aside from possible imps.
And like,
Yeah.
Bearded devil.
Somebody can make a listen check to see if they hear anything on the other side aside from what
I will.
Abyss.
Yeah.
Abyss didn't hear any sounds of creatures.
I'll do
Earlier.
a listen check.
Wind. Cold
Perception.
wind.
Yeah, you also don't hear the sounds of any creatures.
Okay, I'll go through it.
All right. So, I really hope you like bugs.
You say bugs?
Claps his hands together, speaks a few arcane words, and do you allow him to cast this spell on you?
Oh, fucking why not?
All right, so you guys watch as Lufir is polymorphed. He can only cast this spell once per day, but he polymorphs you into a very small bug, and you can now attempt to crawl under the door. However, I need to now pull up the stats of a beetle.
Oh God.
Let's see. Okay, roll a d20 for me. 10. Okay, you managed to remember that you're supposed to be going to the other side of the door. So
Well, that's
you
good.
go past the door, and as soon as he sees that you're no longer in sight, he drops the spell, and you are once again yourself. You're standing
God.
in an empty stone room, and on the far side, swirling with fire, raging winds, steam, water, and rocks just swirling around and around in this giant circle, is some kind of portal.
I'm gonna reach my hand back to the door and see if there's a handle to open.
There is, in fact, a pull handle.
I open it and slowly back out.
Ka-chunk.
And slowly back out.
Alright, you guys can now attempt to go look into the room if you want to. That rug probably weighs like a decent 70 pounds.
What, there's a rug?
The
I
rug,
want a
that,
rug.
the
Oh.
rug that Lorelei asked about.
Yeah.
I want something to take from this
I-
room. I got a stupid gem. Probably gonna curse me and kill me or something. I don't know.
So,
I will say the gem looks kind of cloudy. And it looks like the clouds are swirling and moving. It is a purplish, grayish looking gem.
Whatever. I'll just keep staring at it every day until something happens.
I mean,
Honestly, I just tossed it through the portal.
Fuck you! I want this magic. I have a stone of confusion.
Again. Again.
so I don't think we should touch the portal, guys.
Hmm.
I mean, look at it.
well, the people that were here didn't leave out the entrance. I would have seen them, so...
No, it definitely took that, but I don't want to know what's on the other side. We should probably let the guards, let them know there's a portal.
The
Possible
guards
devil.
won't have the manpower to do anything about this for at least another 3 weeks.
They at least don't know what it is and could post some guards around or something.
Don't have the manpower for that. That's why you guys are down here.
And we probably don't have the time either.
Yeah.
For anything we know, this thing could close in an hour.
What do you think we should do? Go through now then? That's the yes or no answer.
I mean, I didn't say I liked the idea of it.
What are you guys doing?
Lorelai?
Lorelei's in another room. I
Abyss?
told you, I got bored and walked out.
What do you think, Abyss?
You do hear the sound of a heavy door opening, Lorelei, and suddenly you hear the noise of whirling wind.
Yeah, even more reason for me not to go in there.
Mm-hmm.
Lorelai, big scary looking vortex of doom.
Yeah, big, beautiful looking carpet over here. You know what? Fuck it. I will grab hold of the carpet and I will drag it into the room.
Okay. So Lorelei begins the long process of dragging the carpet into the room with the swirling vortex.
I don't think you can ride a carpet.
It takes you a little while, but it's 70 pounds isn't that bad, so you do manage to do it. You have to kind of wiggle your way around your comrades.
I didn't exactly need this room, but it just
I
makes
put the
it even
carpet
funnier that
on
you dragged it into
the portal.
As a note, while it is currently showing as on the floor, the portal is in the air. It is not a portal on the ground so much as
You walk into it.
there is a circle drawn and the portal comes up like a, I don't know, the mid space area. Comes up about 10 feet. It's like an oval looking thing.
Who votes I run into the portal? Someone just rolled the dice.
Yeah, Kayla sent me something. Dealt with dice rolling.
I would like to sniff the portal.
I mean, it smells like elements.
Oh, it smells like pure lightning and
It smells like
plasma.
ouchies.
It smells like hell.
As a note, even from your proximity, you don't notice any despite the fact that this thing's swirling with different elements, it's all contained. Nothing's going astray. There aren't rocks flying. There's no lightning being shot out. The fire is surrounding this portal, but it isn't spreading or anything.
It smells
So
like
it
hell.
is.
Yeah,
What do you think of this?
I mean, it's a portal.
Damn.
Do you think we should go through?
No.
I didn't know you can throw your voice down.
I do like portals.
Perfect. Let's go.
Are you going through the portal?
Yep.
Lufir steps into the portal and gone.
Woo!
Yeah, and Luffy also likes to kill himself all the time with alcohol, so...
Good luck.
Wrong character.
No, it's all his characters.
He hasn't been drinking.
He's suicidal.
Can't afford to go drinking.
In fact, I have been the one drinking.
Don't talk about my brokenness.
I require a drink.
Is anybody following him in?
Nope.
Who win?
Lufir went into the portal.
Like an idiot.
If you guys aren't going in, Lufir, on the other side of the portal, you enter into a 30 by 30 foot room.
With a moose.
It's entirely stone walls, stone ceiling. You see 4 different hallways lead off from this in various different directions.
At current, I see nothing.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's all black.
No, I mean, there is no map to move you to right now.
Okay. And there's no way back, I take it?
The portal is right behind you.
I'm gonna step back and do it.
Okay, Lufir steps back into the portal, and you guys watch as he reemerges.
Half dead, missing a limb.
He looks exactly how he did when he left, unless he decides to try and put on an act.
No, I like I could jump.
He's not the bard. What are you talking about?
He looks exactly the same. So,
There's a room and different pathways, about 4 different ways we can go. But it's a complete stone room.
Take the one on.
Look, if we're going through, I am not going alone. Any more than I already have. I'm crazy, not suicidal.
Yeah.
We can
Debatable.
always say no and just go back upstairs.
I'll go with you.
Let's do it.
I leave the room again.
I grab her by the shoulder before she can go through the door.
Let's all go for an adventure.
We're almost
Yeah.
dead. We have no
Amartia is very much against going through. Since you did go through and determined that it's safe on the other side, she is interested to see where it leads, but she also is feeling very tapped on everything.
Let's just go back for the night. We'll come back tomorrow and see if it's still here. Let's get the
Okay.
night's rest.
You guys can still go through and check the immediate surroundings beyond the room if you would like.
I don't want to die. I'm sitting at like on 8 health. We'll come back in the morning.
All right. So you guys all make your way back the way you came.
Making my way back to the door in the sewer.
You get back to the sewer and go and find yourself an exit. Sirius leads you guys back to the barracks.
What time of the day is it?
It's a little bit afternoon probably. Sun's still high in the sky.
Let's go turn in this orb.
If you guys want to turn in the orb, Sirius would let you know that you need to inform Gale that you found it and then go return it to Bubbles.
Alright, let's go to find Gale.
With Sirius leading the way, it does not take you guys long to find Gale.
Well, that's good.
Because they have a
bond.
Yeah. He leads you directly to Gale, who's out on patrol, just kind of walking the streets, and you guys catch up to him. Well, you look worse for wear.
It's been a long day. We found the orb.
You found the place.
We found the place. It
Well,
was not a fun experience.
we'll try to gather up what guards we can to go and confiscate items and like.
There's not much left.
Sirius kind of looks at you and says, "There's a lot left, but they did take some."
And I don't know what can be done, but there's also a portal down there.
Portal.
It's got and I look at the Martia. What did you say it was?
What?
The door. What symbol it had on it?
Oh, the symbol depicted a bearded devil.
Yeah, that a bearded devil on the door. But it's opened, and the portal is somewhat safe on the other side. We didn't go too far in.
All right. Well, I suppose the safest thing would be to close the portal.
And sure, if you know how.
We'll do what we can. Or if you think that the portal's important, I suppose we could leave it up.
I think in the morning, once we get some rest, we'll do an investigation into it.
Close the portal. Kill them all.
Don't listen to her.
Well, if the enemy went through the portal, closing it might mean closing them wherever they went. But it would also mean that we'd have no means of going in. If you believe it to be dangerous, I'll close it.
Would you like to investigate in the morning?
No, he'd like to investigate. I'd like to.
I need you guys to take a vote on this. And Chris and Ronnie both need to stand the hell out because I already know your stands. Abyss,
Yes, go on the dark side.
Abyss, you want to close the portal or you want to go through it?
I want to go through.
Valeria.
I go through.
In that case, you guys opt to tell him to leave the portal for now. You guys will attempt to close it yourselves or find someone who can close it if it does prove to be dangerous.
Yeah.
But that said, he does follow you guys back to the barracks and starts to round up whatever guards he can, waking some of them up that are supposed to be the night shift to go and raid the place that you guys went to. He does inspect the orb and does tell you what it is. It is the Orb of the Weaver. It's a special casting focus, and it needs to be returned to Bubbles Bobbles.
I found the stolen item.
He does ask you the items that you took, Lufir.
I took some spices and some meats that I found. It's my profession. I just wanted to see what they were.
He kind of looks towards Sirius, and Sirius nods that, yeah, that is in fact what you took. Well, I'll need to see them.
That's fine. And I set some of the spices up and the meats.
Some orc powders. I can allow you to keep one of these orc powders, the rage powder.
Okay. That's fine.
The elephant meat is illegal, so I can't allow you to cook it. You can keep it, but you cannot cook it. And as for... I'm afraid I'm going to have to dispose of this other one.
Can you at least tell me what it is? That's why I took it to begin with, to find out.
I'm not sure how they would have even gotten this. This is unicorn meat.
Oh. That... No, I definitely don't want that. Again, I was not going to use it for nefarious purposes, just wondering what it was.
Yes, well, you may have your orc powder back, and
Thank you.
I'll be taking the meats. Anything else that you all found that you wish to declare? I won't confiscate everything so long as it's not either highly illegal or dangerous.
I guess I'll just plop the gem.
He kind of
Stone.
picks it up and looks at it. I have no idea what this is.
Good, mine. Yoink.
Yeah, you may keep it.
Precious.
Alright. So Liz doesn't say anything else. Gale finishes up and, you should probably get about to returning that orb to Bubble. Or Cerelis can do it if you wish to take a bath and rest. I know you guys have been in the sewer once again.
Yes, I'm going to go get cleaned, and I request a special room for the night.
Your side room has been accommodated.
Thank you.
Will you be needing it barred?
Yes.
I understand. Alright, I suppose if you all wish to stay here, you may take the rest of the day off. Cerelis will return the orb, and he'll return here after he's done. I have to get back to my patrols.
Thank you very much.
Gale finishes giving some orders to the guards. Cerelis gives them the directions to where you guys just came from. And then Cerelis takes the orb from Amartia, and Amartia probably goes along to visit Bubbles.
Fair.
She'll give you guys her tinderbox to start the fires for the baths if you want it.
Fire. Yeah.
Anyway, you guys clean yourselves up and get yourselves a late lunch.
Good.
Lorelei, while you were examining the stone, I would like you to please make a wisdom save.
And it begins.
This isn't a jar.
Lorelei,
Yes.
wisdom save, please, as you are staring and contemplating your stone.
Yeah, there we go. Bye, guys.
You have a strange want to put it into your mouth.
Spit it out!
You know what? As my character is, I won't even object to that, and I will shove it into my mouth.
Okay, so you put the rock up to your mouth and you start to inhale. You feel. I mean, most of you could notice, I suppose. So, Lorelei, I would like you to please roll an 2d8.
Oh,
Oh lord,
See if you choke or not.
I'm gonna die.
Probably.
You regain 6 hit points.
ooh.
You mean I regained 1 hit point?
Well, if that's how much you need, then yeah, you regain 1 hit point.
You got a small pick me up.
You feel energized and alive, and you feel great.
And I scream. Ah!
As you're examining the stone afterwards, you notice that a little bit of the cloud that's swirling around in it constantly, it's got slightly less cloudy.
Aw.
Please make a religion check for me.
I'm the worst at religion checks.
Yeah,
Told you.
you got no idea, but I mean, hey, you feel great.
Can I sniff the orb?
Okay, you sniff it. It smells a little sulfurous.
I don't think you should put that in your mouth.
I don't think you should be smelling everything.
I can't help it.
Testing out its new stuff.
I'm not a cat.
I gotta identify all the new smells.
Rub my nose on it. Ah!
You guys all finish your baths. Amartia returns with Ceruleus. You guys have finished another case, technically.
As a rule for the night, before I go into my room, taking my clothes off, like putting it in like the corner of the room.
Make a wisdom save.
I want to shred my clothing again.
You only shredded your clothing on the first night. The second time you transformed, your clothes you took them off.
Okay.
You do not transform tonight.
Yay, a long
You
rest
do
is
have
soon.
the same kind of dreams. You're hunting a wild animal, and as you manage to make the kill, it's we'll say it's a boar. Catch the boar and just
Nom,
start
nom.
nom nom nom. You wake up from your quote unquote meditation. Your clothes are still on the floor where you left them. You're still in the bed. Your pillow's still here. You have 4 more hours before anybody else wakes up.
I'm okay with this. My exhaustion gone.
Yes. Everybody else,
Alright.
everybody gets a long rest. Your spell slots come
Good
back.
night.
Your hit points go back. And you regain 1 hit dice, and only 1. So, irregardless of how many you used, you only regain 1.
Everybody gets one.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
So,
Huzzah!
Huzzah. Okay. So, you guys wake up in the morning. Lufir is let out of his room.
Naked and afraid.
No, he got dressed before he came out.
I feel like I get let out of the cage.
He looks well rested for an elf.
Much better.
The bags under his eyes are much less noticeable.
Now to go find some breakfast.
You guys go off and have breakfast. There's a lot of chatter as you guys arrive in the morning. It seems that the guards who went down to confiscate stuff, not all of them came back.
Oh. What,
They
Do I
they
notice
managed to
anyone-
confiscate almost everything. However, once they were towards the afternoon, some assailants arrived, and they had to retreat. They lost 2 of their numbers.
2 out of 15.
There were probably only about 6 guards assigned to hauling things out because they don't have a lot of men to spare. So 2 out of 6.
That is over half.
It's less than half.
I know.
Well, they only left behind 2. And they only left me behind because they had to. I mean,
Other than the rage powder I got from the crate, was there any other spices that I got?
You probably would have added a few spices to your stuff.
Okay.
Not too much.
Yeah. So, is everyone ready to go explore the portal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might have to fight some things to get there. And you guys, nothing against your credit. You guys didn't do super great yesterday. Seems like some of the enemies that we're up against might be a little bit beyond you currently. So I would suggest, I have talked with Gale. Some of the confiscated items may be awarded to you to attempt to deal with the portal.
I like this idea.
Okay.
So we're going to go over to the armory. Gale's going to show you guys some stuff, and everybody will be allowed to pick a singular item.
Yeah.
You'll also we are going to give you a few potions of healing as a sort of just in case. And let's head over to the armory.
Yes.
And that is where we're going to have to leave off for this week.
Bitch!
Because Martia, I want her to be able to pick her own item. You guys can pick from the following list. There are a few +1 weapons, namely a short sword, a rapier, and a mace, and the long sword as well that you guys noticed yesterday. There are a number of odd-looking shields.
How so odd?
They aren't a standard shield.
Oh.
And there are a pair of goggles and a bag with a face.
What does face bag do?
It's a bag of holding.
Oh.
The bag of
Yes.
holding notoriously is an over-the-shoulder bag with the depiction of a face.
I'll take that one.
Okay.
So, Luffy, you gain a bag of holding.
I will
What do the
finally...
goals do?
The bag of holding...
No, goggles.
Oh, the goggles. These are goggles of night vision. Odeon had them last campaign.
Yeah, I don't need this.
There's your bag of holding.
Hey, good night. I was working out.
It's a +1 weapon.
This is a +1 short sword, rapier, long sword, and mace.
I will take the rapier so I can finally have one.
Okay, so you have a rapier +1. You can add that.
You
from the
mean
compendium.
I have a rapier? Thank you. Okay, let's try spelling that.
Rapier.
Ripper.
Rapier.
Right.
Can I check out the mask that I got? Is it anything special?
It is a mask, and as you take it out in Gale's presence, he does ask to see it.
I hand it to him.
He confiscates it.
Can I at least know what it was?
It's a mask of whatever organization this is, so...
I could use that later.
Guys,
Mm-hmm.
Make a
I
persuasion
can finally
check.
do this.
Oh god. At least I'm not.
God.
At least I'm not.
He does not give it back to you.
Okay. +1 weapons, bag of holding, night vision goggles, and what?
Some
Yeah.
shields.
Shells.
Hey, can
Yeah.
I persuade them to give me better armor?
What armor are you wearing?
What armor am I wearing?
Leather armor. They can offer if you want to not take the rapier, they can offer you armor from the armory.
No, I want the rapier.
Then they won't offer you any armor.
I was trying to convince them. But whatever. I'll take my rapier and walk. I'll buy armor. Like a good noodle.
Like a good noodle.
Noodles are there.
There's not too much of interest for you, Valeria and Abyss. You maybe might want one of the shields. I don't know
I
if
got
we
it.
use a shield.
Okay.
I got the other rapier.
The silvered one that you took without Ceruleus knowing.
I forgot about that. Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
I mean, you're a rogue. You steal things.
I do. I do rogue stuff. I shall
Um,
not let them know.
Yeah, they don't have much in the way to offer you, Valeria, other than the keys that you already have. They do give you one of the potions. So you have a potion of health. You can grab that from
Oh.
the compendium. Abyss, are you taking one of the shields?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a shield with the depiction of an eagle on it. There is a shield that appears to be made out of some kind of scales. And the last one is it's an iron shield that appears to be covered in some kind of lichen or moss.
If you had
Take
said
the
moss,
one with the scales.
Okay.
if you hadn't said moss, I was gonna be what?
What? You did
Like
what
it?
now?
Lichen
Someone
as in
lichen?
the mushrooms.
I know. That's why I thought, like, as soon as you said
Fucking
moss, I knew what it was.
Yes, there's another one with a just completely covered in werewolves.
Dad?
Oh god. It's my people.
Another potion of healing is given to Lufir,
Ooh.
and the last one is given to Amartia. All right, that
I
will
must have
be.
missed it. Did I not get one?
They're only giving 3,
Oh, okay.
and
They
because you
stubborn.
are the better healer out of the group, you've not been given one. But anyway, that'll be the end of session for this week. Next week we will pick up. Amartia will have picked her item, and you guys will be on your way towards the portal, which, by the way, one of the guards does tell you what is on the other side.
And it is.
Some of the guards went inside to investigate, and they have determined that the place on the other side is...
Hell.
It's a place that they didn't think existed.
Oh,
It is
God.
known as the Trail of Chaos. It is a small pocket dimension that exists within the elemental chaos itself.
It's gonna be great.
So as far as any kind of, it's basically the only thing they have to work off of is folklore. What they know about the place is that it is where elementals were first created, and there are there are elementals and creatures within this place that do not exist anywhere else. It is also known to be a place of life and void.
I like the life part.
Ding.
Not the void part.
When the elemental lords originally lived, they sealed the void within this pocket plane, and in order to keep the growth of the elements, which would eventually spin into chaos and form the elemental chaos. So, with that said, we'll pick this up next week.
You're